In this video, we're going to adjust the most important part of our resume, the top row. First, we're going to insert a row above the first row of the table. Then we'll adjust the width of the upper left cell so it's a little bigger than it would normally be. And we'll put some text in there, the name and address. And on the right side, we'll put in the phone and the email address. Now, it's easy to insert a row above another row. You just look for that little plus button there, the plus button. And we can add a row at the end of the table very easily by just clicking in the last cell of the table and just hit the tab key. All right, well, I don't want to do that. So I'll go up here, but I want to insert a row at the top of the table. And you notice there's no little plus button at the top of the table, but all I need to do is just click someplace in the top row. Someplace in the top row, and I'll go up to the Layout tab. Okay, this is the special Layout tab, and there's a big button there. It says Insert Above, and there's my new row. Now, I'd like to make this cell here in the left side a little bigger than it is now. If I put my pointer here and move it to the right, it adjusts all of the cells. Well, I don't want to do that. Let me just undo that, Control Z. Okay, I just want to change the width of this particular cell here. So what I need to do is select this cell. Just click in the cell there to select it. Now it turns gray. And now if I change the width, it just changes the width of that one particular cell. And I want to make both cells in the top row the same width. Right about there. That looks pretty good. And now that I'm here, I'll put in the most important information on the resume, which is my name and contact information. And I'll just make up an address here. Okay, hit the tab key to go to the next cell. And here I'll put in my my phone number and email address. And I'll just make up a phone number here and the email address. Okay, now I'd like to have these two things here lined up on the right side. So I'm just going to select both of them, not the whole lines. You can just select part of each line. And then go back into Home tab and I'll click the right alignment button, which will line things up on the right. Ooh, that's pretty nice. Very good. Now, sometimes when you type in an email address like this, let me just undo that a little bit, put it in again, hit the space bar, and it turns into a hyperlink. Okay, and that's just a word's way of trying to make things easy for you. Well, if this were an electronic document, that might be useful, but I'm probably going to print this out on paper, in which case a hyperlink's not going to do me much good. So I'm going to turn this back into just a regular text here. So if I right-click in here, right-click and choose, I just choose remove hyperlink. Just remove hyperlink. Now it's back to that, and I have that space there. I want to get rid of that space at the end there. So there we go. Now things are lined up well. Okay, good. We got the most important thing there. Now I want to separate this information from the rest of the cells here. I'm going to put a little, just put an enter key right there. Put some space there. Same thing over here. Actually, don't need it now. Just go over there. And this one here, I should put some space here as well. I'm going to hit that into there. Yeah, put some space. That's to separate the items in my table. Okay, now this is the most important part of our resume. Let's make it look really interesting and nice. First thing I'll do, the most important thing is my name. So I'm going to take that and make it nice and big. Click on Home. Click the Grow Font button, make it 16 points in size, and bold. And let's put a little space here to separate it from the line above it. I'm going to go to the Layout tab and increase the space before it to 12 points. There we go. Over here, I'm going to make this the same thing, increase that to about 18 points. There we go. Okay, give some space there. All right, good. Looks pretty nice. Okay, good. And let's fix this title here. Take this, make it bold, make it 16 points as well, and let's center it. And let's make it all caps as well. Click on the Change Case button, uppercase, looks pretty good. In fact, let's make it look even better. I'm going to click on this little button right over here. This is the font button. It gives the font dialog box. And if you click on that, that brings up this, and this is all different things here. I can do all the different format options I can create. And if I go up here and click on the Advanced tab, there's even some advanced stuff here. The most important thing in this tab is the spacing here. Spacing. If I click here, right now it's normal spacing. If I click here and expand it, okay, and right now it's going to expand it by 1 point. You can see in the preview there's just a little bit more space between each letter. I'm going to increase that. I'm just going to select this and just type a 4, hit the Enter key. And you can see now all the letters are very separated apart there. Okay, that's a nice effect to make things stretch out, make it a nice little design that you can put on there. Okay, next we'll put the final touches on our resume.